Yo, WWE fam! It's time for another update here on WWE News Update. Smash that subscribe button, ring the bell, and let's get into the ring of news. The wrestling world thrives on surprises, but nothing prepared fans for the emotional roller coaster that unfolded when news of Becky Lynch's on-screen pregnancy announcement hit the arena. It wasn't just another scripted segment. It was written to feel raw, personal, and unpredictable, pulling fans deep into an angle that explored ambition, relationships, and the complicated life behind the spectacle. Seth Rollins, known for his fiery intensity and larger-than-life presence, suddenly found himself at the center of a storyline that blurred the line between character motivations and human vulnerability, leaving the WWE universe buzzing with speculation and emotion. The fictional backstage reaction that sparked debate. As the story developed, the script introduced a dramatic twist, a rumor circulating among characters that Seth didn't take the big announcement as smoothly as fans expected. Within the storyline, anonymous whispers hinted that he reacted with shock, not out of anger, but out of fear that everything he and Becky had been building professionally might suddenly change. It was a narrative device designed to show how even the strongest performers can become overwhelmed when life takes an unexpected turn, adding layers to Seth's character that made him feel more human and relatable. Why fans immediately took sides. The brilliance of the storyline became clear when fans instantly divided into two passionate camps. Some argued that Seth's scripted frustration reflected the overwhelming pressure of maintaining success in an industry built on constant performance. Others insisted that the character should have responded with pure joy, not hesitation. The debate brought fans into the emotional tension of the angle, in a way that WWE storylines rarely achieve, inviting them to explore themes like partnership, sacrifice, and the emotional weight behind big life decisions. The ambitious storyline WWE had been building. As part of the fictional narrative, creative teams revealed that Seth and Becky had been planned for a historic year-long arc culminating at a future WrestleMania. For the first time, a real-life couple would headline separate championship matches on the same night, supported by tie-in merch, media events, and a behind-the-scenes documentary. The pregnancy announcement, within the storyline, forced writers to pivot dramatically, showing how even the biggest plans can change in an instant. This twist showcased the unpredictable nature of wrestling entertainment and created new storytelling opportunities. Seth's scripted sacrifices add emotional weight. What made the plot even more compelling was the reveal that Seth's character had declined outside opportunities, movie roles, commercial appearances, and special events to devote himself fully to the upcoming storyline. While entirely fictional, these details added depth, creating understandable conflict for a performer who had invested so much into his future arc. Instead of making Seth seem selfish, the writing humanized him, presenting a man torn between joy for his partner and fear about how their lives were about to change. The heated exchange that captured the audience. In a dramatic backstage segment written to feel authentic, Seth and Becky confronted each other about the unexpected shift. Becky, bold and unapologetic, challenged Seth's frustration, reminding him that they had always overcome obstacles as a team. Seth, overwhelmed, expressed his fears about balancing family life with the intense demands of their careers. It wasn't a cruel conversation. It was emotional, tense, and painfully honest, showing two people navigating a life-changing moment with passion, vulnerability, and imperfect communication. Reactions from other performers. The angle gained even more traction when other superstars were shown reacting with visible discomfort, emphasizing how personal and complicated the moment felt. Some characters quietly stepped away, unsure how to support their friends. Others offered encouragement or advice, showing a mix of camaraderie and awkwardness that made the situation feel grounded and real. This layer of storytelling gave viewers a rare glimpse at the human side of the locker room dynamic, a world normally portrayed through confidence and bravado. The WWE Universe erupts in conversation. Fans immediately took to social media to express their feelings about the storyline, generating thousands of comments and heated threads. Supporters of Seth's character sympathized with his sudden anxiety, insisting that the angle showcased the pressures wrestlers face balancing personal happiness with public expectations. Becky supporters praised her strength and independence, arguing that the angle highlighted how women in wrestling often carry unique burdens. The debate became part of the storyline itself, amplifying its impact across the wrestling community. The silence that fueled speculation. What intensified the storyline even more was the intentional silence from both characters on screen. Neither Becky nor Seth addressed the controversy in promos or interviews, creating a sense of mystery that fans could obsess over. The creative team leaned into the speculation, crafting an atmosphere where anything felt possible. This narrative choice highlighted how silence can speak louder than any scripted statement and kept the audience hooked, waiting for the next reveal. A closer. Look at the pressures. Wrestling couples. One of the most compelling aspects of the storyline was how it highlighted the unique challenges wrestling couples face. Their schedules, storylines, travel routines, and career peaks are often linked together in ways the general public rarely sees. The story explored themes of timing, ambition, partnership, and sacrifice, topics that resonate not just in wrestling, but in everyday relationships. By bringing these issues into the spotlight, WWE gave fans a chance to see their heroes in a new light. Not as invincible performers, but as people with complex personal lives. The real message behind the controversy. What set this storyline apart from typical wrestling drama was the underlying message about communication and empathy. Seth's character wasn't written as a villain. He was a man dealing with fear and uncertainty. Becky wasn't portrayed as confrontational. She was a woman standing confidently in her joy and her future. The emotional clash wasn't about disrespect. It was about two people trying to navigate overwhelming circumstances from different perspectives. The writers used this tension to show that relationships, even strong ones, face moments of friction and misunderstanding. The reveal that changed everything. In a later episode, the storyline delivered a major twist. The leaked audio circulating among characters was revealed to be a misunderstanding created by another superstar who manipulated the situation for personal gain. This shift recast the entire controversy in a new light, clearing the air between Seth and Becky and giving them a chance to reconcile on screen. It was a classic wrestling twist, dramatic, messy, and satisfying, reminding fans that even the most intense conflicts can lead to healing and growth. How the couple moved forward. Once the truth came out, the storyline shifted from conflict to unity. Seth and Becky were shown having heartfelt conversations, reaffirming their love and excitement for the future. They worked together with the creative team to adjust their storylines, proving that partnership and communication were stronger than any temporary friction. The writers used this moment to highlight resilience, maturity, and teamwork, core values that resonated deeply with viewers. Lessons for fans and a stronger wrestling community. By the time the storyline reached its conclusion, it had sparked meaningful conversations about respect, relationships, and the emotional realities behind wrestling. Fans learned to question sensational rumors, appreciate the complexity of performers' lives, and understand the importance of empathy in both fiction and reality. The arc ended not with division, but with unity, between characters, between fans, and across the wrestling world.